Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Elena and today I have a short 15-minute yoga session for you that is working with your spine mobility and is the perfect way to start or end your day after a long day of sitting or even a long day of standing in one and the same position, to really give you all of these different movements that the spine loves. Enjoy. Okay, so we will start our session in seat on the heels. If that feels very stressful for the knees or for the hips, you could roll a blanket and just put it in between the calves and the thighs, just so you can sit up for a few moments. It won't be too long, I promise. Starting to settle the sit bones over the heels. If you like, you can rock it around a little bit. That's the first part of getting the spine a bit more mobile. We actually want to release the tensions that we find in the root. So this lowest part of the spine, your sacrum, the sit bones that are usually tucked on a chair, carrying the whole weight of the body, gets quite compressed. So and all these little muscles around there might tense up. So we'll just give them a little shake, a little bit of free form movement. Okay. And then once you are done with the bottom, see if you can move the center of the shaking a bit more upwards. So rather than shaking the hips, you could start shaking the shoulders and the chest a bit. This might look a little silly. If it's too silly for you, just close the eyes. Just continue. One more moment of shaking, and then slowly letting it come to a still point. Close the eyes if you like. Just place the hands on the thighs. And we'll just take a moment to feel into this shake, this aftershake sensation. Maybe you feel it as a slight tingling in the chest, or just a bit of warmness through the spine. Warmness, I think that's called warmth. And once you feel the body is settling, you can give a little extra pressure through the sit bones. Imagine you want to connect the sit bones through the feet on the mat. And from there you start to lift the chest and the crown of the head away from the floor. Already creating this slightly extension of the spine, which is one of the first movements we will go into. Starting to connect with your breath. We want to breathe deep in and out of the nose into the belly. Keep that going and start to open your eyes. We'll go ahead by taking the next inhale to take the hands forward and up, lifting the arms above. And then an exhale to take them back down, flexing the palms and taking the fingertips next to the hips. And again, inhale, you can sweep the mat with your fingers for a bit, moving yourself up, extending upwards. And exhale, you flex the palms. There's a little roundness in the shoulders while you're coming down. And again, inhaling, you're coming up. On the way up, you lift the chest with you as you go. You can look up towards the ceiling or the sky. Exhale, flex the hands, take them back down, slightly round the shoulders, and you can look at your belly. Two more like this, starting to create a bit more space between the vertebrae, stretching up and down. Exhale, taking it back down. Okay, One more time. Inhale, just up. We make our way all the way up. And then we take the exhale to flex the hands. This time move forward and move the hands onto the mat. Same movement essentially, just putting the heels apart, the knees apart, hip distance. We'll just go a little wider from here. So movement coming from the chest. We'll start to take the next inhale to drop the chest. Then starting to drop the belly, let the whole spine follow into a soft back bend, lifting up through the heart. And then with the exhale, you push through the hands, round the shoulders. Let the whole body follow into a cat-like position, dropping the head. And let's repeat. Inhaling, we're starting to take the full breath, full length of the breath for this back bend. And the full length of this exhale for your round back. 2 more, starting to warm up the spine. Backwards and forwards, finding this fluidity between the movements. One more time. And back. Wonderful. We're coming back to a neutral position here. Starting to walk the left fingertips a bit more forward, like one palm in front of you. Lean a bit of weight in there. Come to the right fingertips. We're starting to twist the spine now from the upper part of it. So once you inhale, you start to lift the right hand away from the mat. See how far you can go, lifting up through the right shoulder. And then with the exhale, the right hand threads underneath the left arm. We won't go all the way down, so don't get too cozy here. Just look after your palm. And then once the inhale comes again, we'll lift it back up and rotate it up towards the ceiling, like a corkscrew. With the exhale, you take it back down, look after your hand, and imagine you're touching the floor, but you're not touching it. 2 more like this. Slowly inhale to come up. Slow exhale to come down. One last time, all the way. Inhale, up to the fingertips. And the next time you exhale, we finally thread ourselves all the way through and put the shoulders down to the mat. Relax the head down, make sure you're not holding it in awkward positions. And now the choice is up to you to maybe walk the left fingertips a bit more forward, spreading all 5 fingers on the mat, creating a little tent here, and give yourself a little press into this hand, a little emphasis on opening up this left top part of the shoulder while you keep breathing. If this is morning time for you, you might want to close your eyes for a bit, enjoying this sweet spot between relaxation and stretching. Let's take one more breath and then release. The first thing that happens is the left hand comes back. So you can push the hand down, and with the next inhale, lifting the right palm up and over, and then back down. Good. We'll just transition into the belly for a moment, giving the knees a break. Walk the hands a bit more to the front. Let's take an inhale to shift the weight into the hands, hips in line with the shoulders, lifting the heart, and then an exhale to just bend the elbows. We'll go for 3 mini cobras. With your inhale, you start to lift up through the chest, squeeze the elbows back and lift the spine. With the exhale, you move it back down. And again, as slowly as you can, inhale. If you want to make sure you're not cheating, you can lift the hands away from the mat to really just use the muscles. And exhale, back down. And for our last round, slowly inhaling to lift up, squeeze the back, lift the hands. Exhale, back down. Wonderful. Let's come back to hand and knees. Inhaling all the way back up. Rearrange yourself. Knees under the hips, hands under the shoulders. And now from here, we walk the right hand, 1 palm to the front. 1 palm length to the top. coming to the left arms, left fingertips. And then with your next inhale, you start to open your arm like a wing. See how far you can go here, twisting the shoulder to the side. And then with the exhale, threading it through over to the left side, reaching here. Pushing through the hand to lift yourself back up. Long inhale to corkscrew your way all the way to the ceiling. And slow exhale to move the shoulder forward and down. 2 more, slowly inhaling. Take your time to really explore these movements, the slow movements of this vertebra, all the muscles connecting in the back. We take 1 more round to open up fully. And then take the next time, once we're down, to fully connect the shoulder with the ground, connect the head with the floor. And then maybe you would like to walk the right fingertips forward, creating a little tent here. Start pressing the hands down, the fingertips down, so you can keep opening up through the shoulder blade. The deeper you breathe here, the more you will get this internal massage of the muscles, of the lungs. Last breath. And then moving the right hand back where it came from, pushing down, taking 1 more time to really reach up through this left side. And then taking it back down. Let's go 1 more time into the cobra. So taking a breath in to lift the chin up, the chest up, hips in line with the shoulders. Bend the elbows, bring yourself down to the mat. Inhaling for a back bend, bringing the spine up away from the mat. And exhale to release it down. 2 more times, inhaling to come up and forward. And exhaling down. And 1 last time, inhale to come up and forward. And exhale down. Wonderful. We come back up onto the knees. Push yourself here. This time we walk the hands back towards the feet, towards the knees, tucking the toes so you can push yourself all the way up onto the feet and slowly starting to bring yourself into a stand. Don't come up all the way because we want to milk this forward fold a little more. So the feet can be hip distance apart so you have a bit of space for the hips and really bend the knees. So I would like your belly to touch the thigh, or at least the lower part of the belly to have connection with the thigh. And then from here the fingertips can come down for support and you just let the head hang down. It's wonderful decompression of the whole spine. No weight in it right now. Even the head that usually weighs on the spine is now taken over by gravity. Just to be sure that that's really the case, you could shake it a bit from left and right. Make sure you're not holding tension here. Yes. No. Maybe. Shake the head. And then let's just take a deep breath in here through the nose, filling up the back side of the body. And a soft breath out through the mouth. Let it go. Maybe once again, long inhale. And just breathing it out. Let it go. 1 last time. Let's make it 3. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Collect yourself on the feet, on the heels, starting to walk the hands towards the shins. And now we slowly start to round ourselves up, keeping this rounded shoulder position like a cat while you walk the hands up over the thighs. Knees stay bent to protect the lower back. And then once you reach the hips, you can start to work from the navel up, starting to even walk the fingertips on the navel and lengthening 1 vertebra at a time, as if you're building a tower made of bricks, until you find the very top. The head is the last thing to rise. You could even place the hands on top just to check if it's really reaching up, getting yourself back into this extended state of the spine. And let's take a long breath in here and release it out. Hands by your side. Closing the practice for you. Maybe just take a few moments to stand. Maybe you'd like to close it by taking the hands in front of the heart. Setting an intention for yourself for the rest of the day. And seal off the practice. That was it for today. I hope you're feeling good. If you like my content and would like to see more yoga videos on explanations on how to keep the body and the mind healthy, please leave me a like and subscribe to my channel. It would mean a lot to me. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.